The political situation in Ukraine is getting more intense. The government in Kiev has called up all military reservists following Russia's decision to allow the deployment of its troops on Ukrainian territory. Meanwhile, efforts to try and persuade Russia to back down are being stepped up. US President Barack Obama has spoken to Russian President Vladimir Putin, telling him that Russia's decision is in contravention of international law and a violation of Ukrainian sovereignty. Also, UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon has made a televised address calling on Putin to engage in direct dialogue with Kiev.
Cool heads must prevail, and dialogue must be the only tool in ending this crisis.
The first hearing connected with Croatia's genocide lawsuit against Serbia and Serbia's countersuit begins on Monday morning before the International Court of Justice in The Hague. The United Nations' highest judicial institution over the next 4 weeks will be presented with evidence and testimony concerning the ethnic cleansing and murder of the Croat population during the 1991 to 1995 war, while Serbia will present its arguments as to why genocide was committed against Croatian Serbs during Operation Storm in 1995. President Josipovic has commented further on allegations of shady employment practice in Croatia's intelligence agencies. The Novi List daily newspaper has alleged that opposition and HDZ leader Tomislav Karamarko, while he was the chief of the SOA intelligence agency, illegally hired a number of people on the basis of their political allegiances. Josipovic, in an interview with Novi List, has once again said that a session of the National Security Council should be called to establish if national security has been compromised, emphasizing that he didn't see a reason why Prime Minister Milanovic would object to this. The International Documentary Film Festival, Zagreb Docs, comes to an end today. Last night, the awards ceremony was held with the Chilean film about old people, Last Station, winning the top international prize. The Italian film Sacro Gra won the regional prize, while the Swedish film Open Eyes won the Teen Docs prize. Also, the Croatian film Fourth Monkey, about human rights abuses in a psychiatric hospital, won special recognition, although the projection of this film was banned, which is the first time this has happened in the festival's 10-year history. And finally, the annual International Carnival Parade is underway in the northern coastal city of Rijeka, the biggest such event in Croatia. More than 10,000 people are participating in the traditional procession down the city's main thoroughfare, the Korzo, in 116 different carnival groups. In sport, Croatia's top skiers Ivica Kostelic and Natko Zrnčić-Dim are competing in the men's Super G slalom in Norway. Yesterday, the final downhill of the season was held with Zrnčić-Dim finishing 47th. Kostelic didn't compete. In the regional Seha Handball League, Nexe of Osijek have beaten the Macedonian side Vadar 32-25. Meanwhile, Zagreb lost to the Slovak side Tatran in Prešov by a score of 31-28. Zagreb lead the table by just 1 point, while Nexe are 7th. And in water polo, Croatia has qualified for the European Championships, winning the return leg of its qualifier against Slovakia 14-6. The championships will be held in the Hungarian capital Budapest in July. This afternoon's forecast calls for mostly cloudy weather. The rain in coastal regions is expected to come to a halt, moving gradually inland. Sleet and snow are expected in Gorski Kotar and Lika. During the day, moderate easterly and northeasterly winds will gradually weaken, as will a northeasterly Bura wind on the northern coast. Along the rest of the coast, there'll be a weak to moderate southeasterly Yugo wind. Average daily temperatures will be between 8 and 12 degrees Celsius, between 3 and 6 degrees in higher regions.